Hello again, loners. Thank you all for tuning in again. We hope you all have been enjoying everything. We hope you all's lives have been good. Please like and subscribe here if you haven't, and also hit the @ button on our vlog channel. Head over there, subscribe.
Click the what button?
The @ button, because like I tag our vlog channel.
Oh, I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah.
I thought you just put like the link. I didn't know there was like an
Yeah, you
@
can tag it, and then they can click the @ and it'll take it to it.
Cool.
This is episode 323. All right, so today we're gonna watch a video about Trump and Musk feud explodes into public view. It's just funny. Let's see.
We've been watching President Trump in the Oval Office with the German Chancellor, and a lot to get to here, but the most interesting and perhaps important issue, political issue and policy issue, is what President Trump said about his now former friend, at least it seems, Elon Musk. And I want to go to Elena Treen at the White House. Elena, it seems as though we saw kind of the unraveling of a bromance real time. And what our viewers saw was
they're funny.
What it turned out to be one side of a fight. The other side was Elon Musk real time using his platform X to respond and kind of push back on many of the things that President Trump said. We're going to show our viewers what happened, but I want you to kind of give a sense of what brought us to this extraordinary moment just a few days after he gave a big glowing goodbye to Elon Musk from the White House.
Yeah, it's not even a week, Dana, since we saw them both praise each other from the Oval Office days later now. And actually the first time reporters are actually having the opportunity to ask the president about this. Since that moment, we're now seeing this completely fraying relationship on full display. It's very remarkable given just how close I know, my colleagues here at the White House, and I know that the president and Musk have been for months now, really him being one of the president's favorite people on this White House complex. I want to give you
It's so funny. Sorry, the way that Elon deals with like stuff on X or Twitter.
They're like babies.
Yes, and it's so funny because I noticed there's been multiple times where people will call Elon out on things, and if he doesn't agree or he feels like it's really gonna like make him look bad, he will like ban that person's account and just like delete everything.
It feels like they're both having a tantrum, and they both just need some to go in the corner and relax.
Put baby in the corner.
Right, both of them.
Sense just of some of the key things I took away from the president's comments. Overall, though, I would note as well that his tone was strikingly somber when discussing this, and really you could see that it saddened him almost. You could see kind of the emotion in his tone and on his face as he was discussing this. He said, quote, "I've always liked Elon." He said I was very surprised. He said he would have rather had him criticize him directly rather than the spending bill that the president has been working tirelessly with his team to try and muscle through Congress. He said, and this to me was maybe the most notable quote from the president, he said, "Look, Elon and I had being a very key word here, had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore." He said he was very disappointed in Musk. He went on to add that Musk knew about the, quote, inner workings of the bill very intimately, and claimed that he only started to take issue with it and had a problem with it once he left the administration, but also once he learned of the breadth of the electric vehicle mandate, really the credits that are being revoked in this bill that, of course, could and will impact Tesla. We also did see, as you mentioned, Dana, Musk respond to this just moments ago on X. He had really been posting throughout the entire time the president was speaking, but then he did made this one post linking to a video of the president making these comments about him, and said,
"Elon, when are you going to learn Trump's only going to do what's going to benefit him and not you?"
That's what I don't understand, how more people don't realize that's what he does.
Yeah.
keep the EV mandates in the bill, but get rid of the pork and the rest of it. He said you could have an ugly big bill or a slim and beautiful bill. So clearly showing, actually at the top of that post, he said, quote, whatever, really showing, where he stands on this. All to say,
Whatever.
I mean, if you just look at months ago, particularly leading up to him being in the White House and then ever since, the president, would parade Musk around Mar-a-Lago and his different properties with him, always had him by his side at the dinner table, has continued to allow him to walk into the Oval, unannounced whenever.
I really think Trump was like utilizing Elon's fan base and the amount of people that like Elon to be like not looking into things he's doing and to be like, yeah, look at me.
I think Trump just thought Elon, white billionaire man, friend, and that was the extent of that. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he looked past the surface.
I thought he
level
like
of
manipulated
things.
him and used him for like an image thing.
I don't think Trump's that smart.
What if also, because Elon said Trump would never have won without me. What if like.
Yeah, and that's true. He wouldn't have, whether it was fraud or whether it was just the influence Elon has. Either way, he would not have won without Elon.
The amount of spending Elon put in, he put like 200 million. It's
Right.
a lot. But
Trump's a narcissist and doesn't, like, if you help him, he doesn't consider it help. He considers it like you should have just done it.
yeah.
Yeah, like
100%.
Yeah.
He wanted. This is very far from that, and it's very unclear now where this relationship is going to go.
Well, I think we're watching where it's going, and it's going pretty downhill, pretty fast. Elena, thank you so much. I am joined here by some really terrific reporters, CNN's Kristen Holmes, Josh Jossie of the Wall Street Journal, Zolan Kanu-Youngs of the New York Times, and CNN's Kylie Atwood. Let's just start by recapping one of the comments that President Trump made about Elon Musk.
You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk, and even with the black eye, I said, "You want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup." But he said, "No, I don't think so," which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is.
Which is
so you
interesting.
could make that statement too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. And I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill.
And that's what this is all about right now. And I just want to make that clear to our viewers. I'm sure you understand that this relationship basically exploded yesterday when Elon Musk started really aggressively putting on his social media platform that this.
Usually I hate Twitter because of how you can instantly just like spew false information, but when they're fighting, it's pretty entertaining to have such instant like their instant emotions just displayed for the entire world to see.
100%.
And it will never go away even if you delete the tweet.
Bill that he
It's
is
so
desperate
funny.
to get through the Senate after it passed the House is bad. He wrote "kill the bill" and many other things. And so you just saw the president say what we just heard. He said, people leave my administration, they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly. Some of them embrace it, some of them become hostile. Trump derangement syndrome.
So this is really fascinating because as of yesterday at the exact same time, maybe a few hours later into the afternoon, I spoke to a number of Trump's top advisors who still were unsure of how he was going to respond to Elon Musk. There were still a lot of questions. He was raising questions with them as to, do you think this is just a business decision? Do you think he's lashing out at this because of these electric vehicle mandates? It's probably something he has to do now that he's leaving the government and it's all about the business. Obviously, Donald Trump likes to make things about money and business, kind of his way of saying, okay, maybe that's what he's doing here. He was angry when that first tweet came out 2 days ago during the briefing, but then he also had a lot of questions as to where this was coming from, because he did believe that Elon knew about the EV mandate. His team does believe that this is all about business, all about the EV mandate, that this is all about these credits that Elon Musk believes are unfair, which he actually
And
just
it's not
tweeted
just that it's
were
big and full of
right,
pork.
it's not
and-
pork, it's not what he's saying there. But I think the most telling thing about this is that clearly we've hit a new marker since then, which is we had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore. And I can tell you that members of Trump's team have reached out to Elon Musk. No response. Donald Trump and Elon Musk have not spoken.
Yeah, and this was bubbling though for several months. I mean, Trump had said publicly, repeatedly, that he and Elon
Elon's in his little evil lair
with the
listening
ketamine.
to the most listening to the most emo music. Like what was when Robert Downey played Batman or Spider-Man
Robert
3.
Pattinson, sorry, you mean.
Why did I say Downey? My bad.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson's played Batman. He was like all emo.
Yeah, he was. And every time that Nirvana song would come on.
Yeah.
Something
That's
in the way.
Elon right now.
Are close and vice versa, but there's been lots of frustrations that have happened between the two men over political endorsements, over Elon trying to get a briefing of the Department of Defense, over China, over some of the other staff fights inside the White House. And Trump's team was ready to see Elon go. There's no doubt about it. Trump himself wanted to have an event on Friday and try to have an amicable breakup here, in part because Elon is such a wealthy...
I mean, I really do just think Trump used him for his money and influence. He's the wealthiest person in the world, technically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Owner,
But
he's a
sorry,
religious man
I
of the
think my disagreement with that is like, yes, that is what happened, but I don't think Trump is like fully aware consciously, I'm going to use this
Yeah,
person.
like a whole plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does see people as pawns though,
Yeah.
because that's what narcissists do.
Bro, he fueled hundreds of millions of dollars for this
Yeah.
campaign. He is a political force to a large degree. He controls one of the main ways that Republicans communicate. I mean, these, unlike some of the relationships Trump has had, a breakup here could hurt him too. I mean, there really is a lot of caution here that I think his
Yeah, but he
people are
won't
trying to
admit that or
navigate.
see that.
Okay, where are we going from here? Because we're playing with live,
And
live rounds.
This is what you were referring to. You see on the screen, this is a video of the two of them in the Oval Office, which, by the way, I don't want to let it go unmentioned that the president made fun of the black eye that Elon Musk had. I mean, that was very clear that he wanted to get that in
Right.
there. But when it comes to
he did that to assert some form of like dominance. Like he wanted to
It's like a bully thing
belittle
almost.
him a little
Yeah.
bit. Like he wanted the attention to be like, this guy's like a beta male because he came in here with a black guy and he didn't even care to cover it. It's like, no, actually, that not being his concern to me is a little more, I don't like Elon, but like a little more humanizing than having to cover something for the public, you know?
Yeah.
So that you look tough.
the substance of what we're talking about here, I also want to underscore that they are kind of saying the quiet part out loud with regard to Elon Musk's business interests. And the fact that there was even a question inside the White House, maybe by the president himself, because he just said it in the Oval Office, that Elon Musk doesn't like this bill because it's not good for his business. The EV mandate, electric vehicle mandate, goes away. I mean, they're not even pretending that there's no conflict of interest here. And that was one of the things that Musk responded to on X real time. He said, false, this bill was never shown. Well, first he said, that's not about that. And then he said, false, this bill was never shown to me even once and was passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress could even read it. That was in response to
It was in
saying
the
he
dead of
disappointed
night.
with Musk
Yeah, I remember
because
that.
he knew the inner workings of this bill better than anyone sitting here.
You had the president in the Oval Office essentially say that Elon Musk's criticism is a matter of personal grievance. It's a matter of the fact that he thinks that this will hurt his business. Elon, up until this point, when he has shared criticism for this bill, has said that it's about undermining really the effort he took to cut federal bureaucracy, reduce the deficit.
Well, because the bill's going to raise the deficit like trillions of dollars, and Doge realistically, I think, saved like a couple $1 billion. So it's like there was no point of having Doge in the first place. Yeah, it's just people losing jobs and people losing access to things that they need.
Reduce the deficit as well. And he said that it's about sort of fiscal responsibility. Here you have the president completely saying that that is not true and that it's really actually about somebody trying to protect his business, which is interesting also because Elon was with the administration when the Trump administration was rolling back EV subsidies that the Biden administration put forward as well. So that's another detail I had here. But it's remarkable to see here just the shift in the past couple days. I asked the president last Friday about reports of Elon Musk's drug use as well. And he went out of his way to say that that is not a concern, that is not troubling to him, that he still stands by Elon Musk. all of that now to this point where now you have criticism against a signature part of Trump's domestic
Drug
agenda.
use.
And now he's saying, well, this is someone who's just worried about their business,
Yeah.
essentially.
What does he talk about drug use? I never heard anything about that.
You haven't? There's been all this stuff coming out that
I
like
mean-
reports about his ketamine use. Like it was like
Okay.
at all-time highs when
Yeah,
he
but
was
doesn't
like.
he claim that that's like prescribed, I guess, if you will? Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't keep up with Elon's like habits, okay?
He already took his money, doesn't need him anymore. That was always the plan. I mean, it seems like it.
Yeah, and anything else he used him as a tool. I mean, yeah.
That's what I think, yeah.
Anyway, we'll see where this evolves.
I know. It's never a dull moment here in the United States of America
is
when Trump is
true.
president. Okay. Please leave your opinions below, comment, like, subscribe, and jump over to our vlog channel, guys, because you love us and we appreciate it.